The inferno began as most Lagosians were waking up to a brand new day. Most commuters heading towards the Mowe-Ibafo axis of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway were already expecting the usually heavy traffic because of the ongoing road rehabilitation. But no one was prepared for the horrific scenes waiting along the Kara market area. Residents living in the Berger, Isheri and adjoining areas say they heard a loud explosion in the wee hours of today. Eyewitnesses later reported it was caused by a collision between two heavy-duty trucks. A vehicle carrying biscuits ran into another laden with diesel.
So we are in our truck because there is hold up. So I'm in my truck when I hear a noise. After the noise, the next thing I see is fire. The tanker on my side just exploded. So, and I find it difficult to rush out from my vehicle with my boy. So we thank God we survived it. And we lost many things inside because everything burned down.
This is the aftermath. It's hard to tell the actual number of casualties at this time as bodies were burnt beyond recognition, but 3 fatalities have so far been reported. Evacuation of burnt vehicles have since begun with the fire service, police, LASEMA and FRSC combining resources.
What you have seen was a classical example of indiscipline that has been happening on this road since the commencement of the rehabilitation of the route. As you can see, there are about 4 vehicles involved, which means 2-lane carriageway had been converted to 4 lanes. And as a result, they struck themselves and there was a crash. And as a result, there was also an explosion of fire. But what is happening right now is that we have all mobilized and we are trying to see that the debris are removed and the traffic is restored.
With a higher percentage of accidents usually recorded at this time of the year, road safety officials have already started their Ember Months campaign, cautioning commuters to be extra careful. One of the measures being introduced is the speed limiter being installed in vehicles. As the year draws to a close, this will no doubt add to the statistics of road fatalities across the country. Officials are hopeful that with the increased campaigns, there might be a decrease in the number of accidents from previous years. Joke Rogers reporting for Channels Television News.
Well, our closing moments now with FRSC Corps Marshal Boboye Oyeyemi. Definitely, you have said you're moving to Lagos and, things will be sorted out along that road. Are you looking at disciplining those who, who for whatever reason leave the lanes and cause difficulty for other people?
You will see what I will do when I get there. I've given already instructions.
Not just about you. I mean, the FRSC, do you think that should be a way of life?
Of course, I've given them the mandate. All those vehicles that are facing oncoming traffic, those vehicles will be impounded. They'll be disciplined and charged to court. This is a matter of paying fines. We have 5 courts assigned for FRSC in Lagos. I told Ojojo there. So I've told them, prosecute them, impound their vehicles. When you waste their time and they go to court, people will not do it again. They will serve as deterrent. It's not a matter of paying fines.
Let's take a last word now from Chamberlain.
Is that the alternative routes, we've seen several comments, they're not good enough. Some of them are death traps as they describe them. So clearly you'll have a lot more people making use of this route that is locked down and that you have this gridlock. So your men may have to live up to that one. But about the trucks that you have asked that they install those devices, what kind of impact are they having? Because it's the same trucks that were responsible for this accident that happened over 24 hours ago that is still causing this gridlock. Are you having any effect on them?
There's let the accident investigation be completed. on this crash that occurred at 4:45 a.m. yesterday. It has nothing to, it's just a kind of lawlessness on that one. But let's leave that one. Let the investigation report be out. Don't let me preempt what is being done. Speed limiting device being installed in commercial vehicles is to restrain the vehicles from exceeding the prescribed speed on the road. That is what we are working on. Once you can lock the speed, even in the event of a crash or crashes, the fatality or the severity will be under control. And once we can do this, I think it will be much better. It will be more, and mind you, this occurred overnight, around early hours of the morning. And in Lagos now, from days now, we're going to start 24 hours patrol operations, and we're going to, you will see more actions. I gave some instructions this morning before coming to the studio. There's going to be a clampdown on these trucks again. Many of them, 90%, the challenges we are facing in the country is what I've mentioned earlier. There are some challenges in transportation system. 90% of these tankers, trailers, trucks are not roadworthy. They are over 40 years, 30, 40 years of age. They are really, really old. That is why when there's a crash, there's disintegration. It's a major problem. When we impound them, then they'll be in trouble. I'm going to call for impoundment of all those unroadworthy trucks, trailers, and well, if that is what will make our roads to be much safer, then we look for another mode of doing this. But we have to really be firm, be ruthless now. Now, there's no going back on it. I want to assure Nigerians, be assured within the next few days, you will see changes on these trucks. And to Amato, to NATO, we've been working with them. They've been showing understanding. They will work with us on this to ensure that their members are cautioned to make sure that all those on roadworthy trucks, trailers are fixed or removed from the road completely. Well, I believe that the way we are working, we get it right. So Nigerians, please be assured of what we are doing for the end of the year patrol. We are
number of people have said here now,
logistics and human resources to ensure that we have a better understanding, better road culture, and every other thing works in place.
Quite a number of people have said that they've noticed that Julius Berger, they don't work at night. What about your men? Do they work at night?
I've just said that now. We don't work at night before, but I think with the backup from the police now, you know, we don't carry arms yet. But with the backup from the Inspector General of Police and the Civil Defense, I think for Lagos, for this axis, they work at night. For this axis now, there's no going, we need it. They must be there. Like overnight, I told you, the transloading of the last tanker that fell was completed at 12:15 a.m. this morning. The guys were there. That was what I was monitoring this till this morning. There was no grid, there was no obstruction again, no crash.
No,
it's just the heavy traffic.
There was heavy traffic even up until early hours of the morning. I will have to say that because we saw it.
We need to do everything possible. And with the construction going on, it slows us down, but we do more.
Okay, well, there you go. But yes, there was that gridlock as well, even in the dead of the night.
You will have to say.
Go ahead, Marco, go ahead.
Yeah, well, Chimale, I understand that we have to wrap up now. We have to thank the FRSC Corps Marshal, thank you for coming on Sunrise Daily. It's a shame that we didn't have time to talk about, you know, the driver's license and a host of other issues, but we do thank you for your time this morning. We wish you a safe journey as you go to Lagos. Sunrise Daily will continue in just a moment. Do join us again.